innovator, disruptor, game changer. These are the terms that typically pop up when we think about Elon Musk. How else would you address the man who created Tesla, SpaceX, and PayPal? Whether we want to be inventive business owners or employees, many of us have a thing or two to learn from this real-life Iron Man, but everyone has a skeleton in their closet, and we can't help but wonder about what his secrets are. To catch you up to speed, on the off chance that you don't exactly know his backstory, Elon Musk co-founded the online payment corporation PayPal, and in 2002 he established the rocket and spacecraft manufacturer SpaceX. He contributed significantly to Tesla's early funding and was named the company CEO in 2008. Tesla produces electric vehicles and batteries, and in 2022 he bought the social media platform Twitter. This leads us to our first point: his transparency is just an illusion. Being very vocal about his moves is one thing we know for sure about the richest man in the world. However, the CEO who has the most to say abruptly became quiet during his Twitter purchase. He also disclosed the information in a way that let him conceal the method of payment for the share. Did he borrow money against his Tesla stock to pay for the purchase, as he has done in the past to raise money, or did he purchase Twitter stock with any of the proceeds from the recent sale of his Tesla shares? It was indeed a baffling mystery. It also showed us that he's not as transparent as he markets himself to be, and knows when to keep things unsaid and unheard. People say he talks and reveals a lot, even more than he's supposed to, but the way we see it, it's all a ploy. People love supposedly genuine people. People trust people that they feel they know, and Elon uses that to his advantage. Today, Elon is one of the most influential people in finance, and because of his fame, he must obtain the SEC's approval before posting any financial tweets. People actually base decisions on his tweets, which could lead to a lot of market ups and downs, and he cannot risk losing this influence he creates from complaints. People seem to think that Elon picks world-class solutions from the air, when all he does is look critically at problems and try out solutions until they work. Yes, it seems so easy when put plainly, but that's all there is to it. However, Elon has an edge over a lot of people. What makes him stand out? A simple fact that he thinks outside the box when creating these solutions. Take traffic, for example. Most people complain about traffic, not Elon Musk. Musk looked for a solution rather than whining about the issue. This led to the creation of the Boring Company, which aims to relieve traffic congestion by building a network of tunnels, and that was quite the name, right? He takes random shots until he gets a hit. Many people complain about Elon being haphazard in his methodology, but the way we see it, there is a pattern. There's no doubt that he's a genius, but life is genuinely a game of numbers, so the more chances you take, the more likely you are to succeed. This means trying every idea you have in approaching a solution until one works. To succeed, not many people want to take chances. Despite the calculated risk, we choose not to take it to avoid any negative effects. Elon doesn't have such fears, and that simple value keeps him one step ahead. The first 3 launches of Elon's SpaceX were unsuccessful, and there were production and design concerns with Tesla. He also put all $200 million from the sale of SIP2 and PayPal into SpaceX and Tesla, which did not get off to a great start. Compared to us, Elon Musk has taken considerably more risks, and that has majorly contributed to his success. He funds new businesses with old businesses. On the subject of taking risks, what many people don't know is that you have to believe in yourself or an idea enough to risk something that you have already built for the new venture, and this is something Elon does often, yet many startups and entrepreneurs seem to be unaware of this because it is difficult for anyone to put the profits into a new business. This success secret is the one that most entrepreneurs overlook. As we mentioned earlier, Elon Musk sold SIP2 and PayPal to fund his investments in SpaceX and Tesla. To succeed as an entrepreneur, you must understand that reinvesting income in expanding existing enterprises is very key. The most notable example of an entrepreneur that started from scratch is Elon Musk. He began building, and today he is the richest man on Earth. However, he leveraged on his first successful venture and built the next and the next till he got to where he is today. He plans for success, but prepares to fail. Elon Musk talks a big game, and when he fails, have you noticed that he bounces back a little too quickly? While some see him as cocky, daring, and spontaneous, it's a well-kept secret that Elon is an avid planner. It's said that even his backup plans have backup plans, so even if he seems reckless, he's ready with a plan for a comeback and a new attempt at execution. There isn't a success crystal ball. Even Musk was unable to foresee the future of Tesla Motors. However, he has emphasized that if something is important enough, you should attempt it. Even if failure is likely to resolve, you should make every attempt to pursue your dreams if you care about them, but be prepared in case it doesn't work out at the same moment. If you have a backup plan in place, it is simpler to bounce back from a failure, and that's why it looks like he does it also effortlessly. How he combines social media and running his businesses. Many people often wonder how Elon Musk manages three businesses: SpaceX, Tesla, and Neuralink. Has a lot of daily responsibilities and still has time for social media. As we mentioned earlier, his social media presence and influence are quite purposeful, but how does he efficiently manage to stay relevant and get work done? Well, a little known fact is that he uses asynchronous communication. Basically, Elon favors having conversations on his terms. This necessitates using asynchronous methods of communication like email and SMS as the norm. By utilizing a mysterious email address, he also makes it difficult for individuals outside his organization to contact him. He can then concentrate on doing the actual work for his companies. He sends out emails to his entire organization frequently with updates, advice on communicating company visions and missions, and tips for increasing productivity. So he takes care to eliminate anything that is not thought essential, concentrating exclusively on the most crucial matters. And that's how he does it all. Like a superhuman, he majorly relies on a constructive feedback loop. How does the richest man alive know when he's on the right track? A constructive feedback loop. Apparently, it's crucial to have a feedback loop where you're always thinking about what you've done and how you could be doing it better. This helps keep you on the right track. And the best tip is to always reflect on how you could improve and probe your own assumptions. You can always improve. Therefore, getting helpful criticism can aid in your development. Negative input from those who have your best interests in mind might also be carefully considered because they can identify the weaknesses in your development. This process, as simple as it sounds, goes a long way. And if you're wondering, Elon seems largely unbothered. It's because he disregards any other unfavorable comments. After all, you can never learn anything from those who don't know you. Really, considering negative criticism and seeking it out, especially from friends, is hardly ever done. Even though it is quite beneficial, his actions are not as mindless or reckless as people think. It might seem that Elon just makes random decisions, but we believe it's a rude. With every reckless-looking action, people get skeptical until he once again comes out on top. After being heavily underestimated, he might just be doing this to over-deliver, or it might just look this way to outsiders. But we can't deny that despite how it may seem, he weighs his decisions carefully. Take the Twitter purchase, for example, once more. Did he buy Twitter on a whim? We think not. Let's look at the statistics. Consider Apple or Google as examples of ecosystems. When you shop at Apple, you don't just purchase a phone. After purchasing the phone, you must also purchase the laptop, iCloud services, and Apple TV. With Google, it's the same thing. There is access to Gmail, YouTube, Google Suite, Google Search, Chrome, and the complete Android ecosystem. So what